Hello everyone, myself Durgi Jitendra Kapde. My roll number is 1. Today the topic is Laplace transform. First of all, what is the Laplace transform? The Laplace transform is nothing but the convert the time domain to frequency domain. It is nothing but the Laplace transform. It means the function from time domain to frequency domain. Nothing but the Laplace transform. The Laplace transform is used for the all positive value of t. It is nothing but it means the f of t is the function, and when the value of t is greater than 0, whenever the value of t is greater than 0, it only possible of a function is Laplace transform. The Laplace transform is given for the f of x at s equals to t, which means it is defined. It is a definition. Define the function f of t at t. This is the representation of Laplace transform. Is nothing but the f of t is a function, and we get the Laplace transform of f of t. We get the integral form of the Laplace transform is nothing but the 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, and we can also write as a f of s, and also capital F of s. Is parameter for real and complex. We get some example on the Laplace transform. Suppose we get an example of 1, and the Laplace of 1 is equal to 1 by s. And there is also reverse form of the Laplace transform is nothing but the inverse Laplace transform. Suppose we get inverse Laplace of 1 by s is equal to 1. This is the inverse Laplace transform of the f of s. And second is there is some condition for the existence of Laplace transform. First is exponential order, and second is piecewise continuity. There is a theorem is discovered on this condition. The statement of the theorem is the f of t is piecewise continuity at finite interval from 0 to t, and of exponential order of t. Then the Laplace transform of f of t is defined for t is greater than t. This is a brief introduction of Laplace transform. Thank you.
So hello everyone, I am Prathamesh Madi, my roll number is 2, and my today's topic is piecewise continuous function. So let's understand the concept of piecewise continuous function. So firstly, let's consider the one closed interval. From A to B. So this is our closed interval from A to B. So let's make it in the form of partition. It is x0, x1, x2, n minus 1, and last one is x. So this is our given, this is our partition. So this is a closed interval and this is partition. So let's divide this partition also in sub intervals like x0 to x1, x1 to x2, x2 to x3, like this, x n minus 1, x n. So this is our first condition. Let's consider one finite function of t. That is f of t. F of t is a finite function from closed interval 0 a to b. So this function f of t is said to be continuous, piecewise continuous function if there are two conditions. The condition one is when the internal part of this subinterval, then the interior part or internal part of each subinterval is a continuous. This is our first condition. And second condition, the end point of that all of these subinterval are discontinuous. At that time, the given function is called to be piecewise continuous function. So this is there are conditions. The first condition is internal part of subinterval should be continuous and end point should be discontinuous. So this is the concept of piecewise continuous function. So let's understand this concept in the form of graph. So at x-axis there are function of t, y-axis there are t. So in this graph you can easily understand what is piecewise continuous function. So this is one subinterval. So in the inner part of subinterval, the given function is continuous, but at the end point, the function is not continuous. So this is the concept and the conditions. With the help of these two conditions, you can easily understand what is piecewise continuous function. So this is from my side. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Gauri Manoj Hari, roll number 3. I am here to explain the example of Laplace transform. So the question is, find Laplace transform of f of t where f of t is equals to t for 0 is less than t is less than 4 and f of t is equals to 5 for t is greater than 4. So as we know, L of f of t is equals to integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t into dt. So here L of f of t is equals to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. We arrange our quotient here, so we get integration 0 to 4 e raised to minus st into t, where f of t is equals to t and dt, plus integration 4 to infinity e raised to minus st phi dt equals to. So we have here two terms. So we consider integration of u into v. Consider t as u and v as e raised to minus st. So we get t into e raised to minus st upon minus s minus 1 upon e raised to minus st upon s square. So the limits here are 4 and 0 plus the integration for these where phi is a constant. Therefore, e raised to minus st upon minus s and the limits are infinity and 4. Therefore, substituting the limits into the equation, we get 4 into into e raised to minus 4s upon minus s minus e raised to minus 4s upon s square minus, if we substitute 0 here, this term will become 0, therefore minus, and this minus comes here, we get e raised to 0 upon s square plus 5, substituting infinity, we get 0 minus e raised to minus 4s upon minus s. As we know here, e raised to minus infinity equals to 0. Therefore, we get 4 into e raised to minus 4s upon minus s, e raised to minus 4s upon s square plus 1 upon s square. And this term becomes plus 5 e raised to minus 4s upon minus s. Therefore, here it comes, as we separate out 4 upon minus s, e raised to minus 4s minus 1 upon s square into e raised to minus 4s plus 1 upon s square plus 5 upon s and e raised to minus 4s. Therefore, 1 upon s minus 1 upon s square e raised to minus 4s plus 1 upon s square. So, here I end. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Sanskriti Bhoi, roll number 5, and today I will take the example of Laplace transform. So, Laplace of f of t is equal to cos t into cos 2t. We have to find the Laplace of cos t into cos 2t. So, we know the formula, that is 2 cos a into cos b is equal to cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. So we take the f of t is equal to cos t into cos 2t. We take here f of t is equal to cos t plus 2t and plus cos t minus 2t. And here we know that the 2 cos a into cos b, that is cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. So here we take 1 by 2 as a common. So f of t is equal to 1 by 2 cos 2t plus 2t, that is 3t. Therefore cos 3t plus cos of minus t. Here is the formula, cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So f of t is equal to 1 by 2 into cos 3t plus cos of minus theta, that is cos theta, therefore cos t. Now we take the Laplace of f of t, that is Laplace of f of t is equal to 1 by 2 as a common, then Laplace of cos 3t plus cos t. By using linearity property, we take the Laplace of it, that is by linearity property Laplace of cos 3t plus cos t cos t, and here 1 by 2 is a common. So we know that the Laplace of cos 3t and cos t, that is one formula. Laplace of cos 80 is equal to s upon s square plus a square. So here we take the Laplace of cos 80, that is 1 by 2 into Laplace of cos 3t, that is we know the formula s upon s square plus a square, that is s upon s square. Here a is 3, so we take the 3 square plus Laplace of cos t, that is here a is 1, so we take s upon s square plus 1 square. So here we find the Laplace. Laplace of f of t is equal to 1 by 2 into s upon s square plus 9 plus s upon s square plus 1. So that is the Laplace of cos t into cos 3t. 1 by 2 into s upon s square plus 9 plus s upon s square plus 1. So thank you.
Good morning friends, my name is Jay. So today we will solve the problem of Laplace transformation. So it's a basic problem. If f of t is equal to cos 2t minus sin 2t whole square, then we have to find the Laplace transformation of f of t. So what we will do is we will simplify this function of t. So here it's cos 2t minus sin 2t whole square. So it's a basic formula of a minus b whole square. It will be equal to cos 2t minus 2 cos 2t sin 2t plus sin 2t is cos square 2t minus 2 cos t sin 2t plus sin square 2t. So we know that cos square 2t and sin square 2t will be cos square theta and sin square theta. And we know that cos square theta and sin square theta, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, and minus 2 cos theta sin theta. We know that 2 cos theta sin theta is equal to 2 sin theta, sin 2 theta. So it will be sin 4t. So this will be is equal to 1 minus sin 4t. So now we will say that Laplace of function of t is equal to Laplace of 1 minus sin 4t. This is equal to Laplace of 1 minus Laplace of sin 4t. Now Laplace of 1 is equal to 1 upon s minus the Laplace of sin 4t is equal to 4 upon s square plus 16. So therefore Laplace of function of t is equal to 1 upon s minus 4 upon s square plus 16.